Hi everybody, it's Christina from Pretty Distressed. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all things fall. I'm going to be talking about a couple of my fall favorites and making this fall decor sign that actually doubles as a Halloween sign. So if you want to see how to make this and hear about some of my fall favorites, just keep watching. Today I am taking part in the DIY Mommy's Fall and Decor DIY Challenge. There are a bunch of us YouTubers that got together to create a fall project. So if you want to see what everybody else came up with, make sure you check out that playlist in the description box. It's fall. Who loves fall? I do, but I'm in Tennessee and it's 90 degrees. So I'm willing it to be fall today, and I wanted to talk to you about a couple of my favorite things before I jump into my sign project. My first fall favorite I want to talk to you about is this Freedom Co. hoodie. Freedom Co. is a new clothing company that just hit the scene, and they are not only about selling elevated basics, but they're about global impact. They are partnering with different nonprofits across the globe to help with clean water, education, and job training. Each purchase you make is providing freedom for someone, and that is shown in your special freedom label that is going to be sewn into each item of clothing. This company just launched and is in pre-sale through the end of this month, and if you are one of the first 1,000 orders, you're going to get a limited edition freedom label. So you should go check it out and get in on the pre-order before that ends. So another fall favorite from Starbucks, the pumpkin cream cold brew. And I'm normally not a big fan of pumpkin spice, but my husband got this a couple weeks ago and I tried it and I am obsessed. I love it. It's so good. It's sweetened with vanilla, topped with the pumpkin cold cream. It's so good. It's gonna help me get through the rest of this video today. So now that I have set the scene and got you in the fall mood, I'm gonna zoom you in and show you my DIY fall and Halloween sign. So for this project, I'm just using a 1x10 6-foot common board that I got from Home Depot for like $13. And I'm just giving it a light sand with a 150 grit sandpaper. And then I'm just wiping off my dust with a paper towel. And I'm gonna stain this board today. You can use any stain that you have around your house. This is one I had left over. I like to use this one because it is water-based, so it's going to dry faster, which will make my project go faster. You can just follow your directions on your can for this particular stain. I'm putting it on with a foam brush, and then I'm going to wipe the excess off with a paper towel. This is just going to be a base for our sign, and you're really not going to see it at all. We're going to cover most of it up with paint, so you don't have to worry about preconditioning your board or making your stain really even. I'm honestly just slapping it on there as fast as I can. A water-based stain does dry faster than oil-based, but it still takes 8 hours to dry, so I'm going to let this sit overnight. Just check your can for the stain that you're working with to see how long you need to let it dry. All right, now I'm going to seal my board with this clear coat from Dixie Belle in flat, and I'm going to apply it with just a cheap chip brush. I'm applying this one just because I have it, so you can use any top coat that you have. If you have shellac, any type of water-based one that's going to dry really fast would be the best option for you here. This one dries in under an hour, so I'm just painting this on. And again, I'm not really worrying about brush strokes because I'm just sealing this piece so that the stain doesn't seep through my paint that I'm going to put on. While this is drying, I am going to seal up my top coat and my brush so I don't have to clean them in between. Let this sit for an hour, then I'm going to flip it over and seal the other side. Again, the same technique. I'm not super worried about brush strokes, so I am just slapping this on there. I am going to do my Halloween side first, so I'm grabbing this Noir Jolie paint that I have. This is a true black, and again, I'm just using a chip brush to dry brush this on there. And dry brush technique is you get all the paint off of your brush before you dip in for more, and you're not really covering every inch of wood you see. I want that wood to kind of come through a little bit and look distressed. So as you can see, I'm just really spreading out all that paint before I go back in and dip for more paint. You don't have to use this particular kind of paint. You can use any type of craft paint that you have. I just have these on hand because I'm a furniture painter, so I'm using what I have. The great thing about this paint is that it dries in 20 minutes. So once my board is done, I'm just going to let it sit for 20 minutes and then I can move on to stenciling. I cannot freehand, so I actually printed out these letters to do a stencil on here. This is really easy to do. I'm actually going to link these printouts below for you guys so you can just look them up if you want to use them. So this little technique, I just take a pencil and I go around and shade the outline, and these are flipped backwards too, just so you guys know. So I shade around the outline of every letter and printout that I have, and then I tape them onto the board where I want to place them. Then I take my pencil and I trace around each letter, and it creates a transfer. So when you take the paper off, you can actually see your stencil underneath. On this black, it was really faint, so I went back and traced it again on the white side. You won't have to do that, but here is what it looks like once I traced it again. So I'm going to paint white paint on top of this. So I grabbed my Dixie Belle cotton that I had and some smaller brushes, and I am just doing the outline of each letter with a small detailed brush. And I have this sped up so I don't bore you to death because I am pretty methodical with this. But once I get the whole letter outlined, then I go and take that big chip brush again that I used to put the black paint on. Of course, it's been cleaned, but I'm going to fill that in with this big brush so that it makes really like expressive strokes. And so it looks really hand painted. And once I get the whole letter filled in, I don't get any more paint on it, but I kind of just do a few little strokes on the outside just to give it a little character and make it look really hand painted. So don't get scared of this because I am actually really bad at painting letters and freehanding stuff, but having the stencil as a guide just makes it really easy and you can play. And, you know, I smudge mine up just to make it look hand painted. So if you mess up, like, don't freak out about it. Just like smudge it up a little bit and make it look hand painted. Okay, so again, I'm going to let this dry for 20 minutes before I flip over to the other side. And now I'm going to do my fall side. And I'm doing this white and black because I don't like orange. I don't like fall colors. If you like fall colors, you can totally do this any color that you want, or red or gold, you know, anything. So on this side, I'm doing fall y'all. If you don't like y'all, I will give you an option to put hello fall. So that'll be all in the printouts below. So I'm just flipping everything backwards. So I dry brushed my white on and then I did my letters. And as you can see, it showed up a lot better on the white. I didn't have to go back and do that second stenciling. So I'm just filling in my black again with that detailed brush first. And then I'm using my big chip brush to fill it in. And then I'm making those little strokes to make it look really rustic and hand painted. You can definitely seal this when you're done with, you know, like a clear coat sealer, like I said before, shellac or the Dixie Belle one that I used before, or even like a more waterproof one. I'm not going to do that because my front porch and my back porch are actually covered, and that's where I'm going to be displaying this. So I don't think I'm going to need that extra protection, but if you feel like you need it, go ahead and do it. So after I let this dry, I'm going to be all done. You guys, this was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. I did all this painting in one day, and I think it's so cute, but I do need some fall decor to go with it. What do you think I should pair with this sign? You guys let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try out making the sign on your own. Send me pictures if you do, and check out all the other projects in the DIY Mommy Fall Decor Challenge. Don't forget to get that Starbucks pumpkin cream deliciousness. Check out Freedom Co. Come back, subscribe, like this video, all those things, and I will see you guys next time. Happy fall, y'all.